Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Sylv Mac. I'm your girl, Sylv Mac, and today we're going to make some Eggs Benedict. So, grab that glass of coffee because this is breakfast time, and let's get to cooking. I don't know about you, but I love Eggs Benedict. But when you make Eggs Benedict, you gotta work really fast because you've got 3 different things going on at one time, okay? You're going to have your poached eggs going, you've got your Hollandaise sauce that you have to make, and then you also have your English muffins, and those have to be toasted. So you gotta really make sure that you've got everything in order, but it's really not that difficult, and I'm gonna show you how. So first, let's see what we need ingredient-wise. Okay, so here's what you will need. A total of 8 eggs, 4 egg yolks though for the sauce, and then the other 4 eggs will be for the poaching. A tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a half a stick of butter, English muffins, a splash of vinegar, and salt and pepper to taste. Now, I like to use smoked salt, but you can use any type of salt that you like. And then also the spinach is optional. Okay, so let's first start with the water, okay? You want to bring the water to like a rapid boil and then reduce the heat so that you only have just a nice little simmer. You should see just little tiny bubbles coming up. You don't want it to have a rapid boil at all. Now we got the water right where we want it, and you just want to add just a splash of vinegar. This is way too much, but just a splash. And that's going to help with the eggs. When you poach them, it's going to help the eggs to stay together. And I'm going to make 4 Eggs Benedict. So I'm going to have 4 pieces of meat in there, but I'm also going to put some spinach in there because my husband likes spinach. Okay, so the secret to making Eggs Benedict is you're gonna have a lot of stuff going on at one time. So you gotta be organized because we've got our water going. I've got my butter in the back and I've melted it. So now this is a half a stick of butter or 4 tablespoons. And I've got my meat cooking on the other burner. So on this one, I've got it on like medium high. Just gonna kind of brown it a little bit. And I'm also gonna throw some spinach in there. Just put it in the same pan and sort of wilt it a little bit. So that's about done. Turn off the heat and you wanna keep that warm. The butter is melted, so we've got that going. And then I'm going to poach the eggs though last. So now that the meat is going, let's now concentrate on making the Hollandaise sauce. All right, so I've got my meat over here. It's cooked, it's staying warm. I've got my butter, and I just had a little epiphany. I've got some serrano peppers, and I thought, why not put it in the butter and infuse that with a little bit of spice? I think that'll make it really good. So I've got my 4 egg yolks, and you need also 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. I like to use fresh. You can use the other concentrated stuff, but I just don't like to. Then you also need a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream. Put that in there. And then just some salt and pepper to taste. So I've got some white pepper here, just because again, I like the flavor of white pepper. And then also you can use, regular salt, but y'all know I'm kind of stuck on this smoked salt. So I'm thinking to give it a nice smoky flavor, why not put a little smoked salt in there? And then you want to just whisk that up and mix it up really well. Now we're gonna add the melted butter to this, but you wanna add the melted butter just a little bit at a time because you don't want to have scrambled eggs. You can do this with a blender or just kind of do it like this. But you have to be constantly beating it or whipping it and add it slowly. Otherwise, you will have scrambled eggs. Once you have poured your hollandaise sauce back into the pot where the butter is. You want to stir it constantly for about 45 seconds on low heat. It's got to be on low heat and stir constantly. Otherwise, you're going to have scrambled eggs, and you don't want that. So then once the 45 seconds is up, then you're going to want to turn off the heat, cover it, and let it sit. Okay, so now finally, it's time to poach the eggs. And I know that sounds a little scary, but I bought these, I forgot where I got them from. I got them online, I believe. But they are silicone egg poachers. So cool. If you don't have the egg poachers, then you can always just have a little cup like this and then slowly lower it into the water. However, I still like to put it in the cup even though I have the egg poachers, just to make sure I don't get any shells in there. And this holds it together. I just love this. You can do obviously 2 at a time. Slowly add it in there. Let it simmer and cook. And it's gonna take about maybe 2 to 3 minutes for the eggs to cook. I like mine to be nice and runny. So I will take mine now probably around the 2-minute mark or so. All right, so now let's check on the eggs. You're gonna need a slotted spoon. And then just slowly take them out. And you can put them just, you know, in a nice bowl. And you can keep them warm until you have to assemble them. So I'll just put like a towel over them. All right, it's time to assemble them. So we'll do one a traditional way. And then one, my husband said he wanted some spinach on his. And let's take out the egg. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And you got your slotted spoon that you wanna use. Just drain off the water. Matter of fact, I kind of like to use a paper towel or a towel, clean one, and get the excess water off. And you want to slowly put the egg on. And now we put our hollandaise sauce on top. And voila, Eggs Benedict. 2 different ways. Oh, yeah. That is a perfectly poached egg. You can taste a little pepper, just a little. The lemon. Oh, this is fantastic. For this and all the rest of my recipes, make sure you subscribe to Cooking with Sylv Mac. Until next time, y'all. Cheers.